This podcast is sponsored by Darling Hardware. Activate your alter ego with Darling Hardware and start seeing life through a different set of lenses. Shop darlinghardware.com. Tell them Demetrius Lee and Angela Lee in the Lee Life Experience Podcast sent you. Thank you.
Hi, welcome back. This is a new edition of the Lee Life Experience Podcast, and you have Angie and Demetrius here, and we are your hosts for today. Listen, we want to tell you thank you so much for rocking with us. We appreciate all the love, all the likes, and all the comments. But again, if you are somebody and you new to us, when you want to get your topics heard, or you say, "Hey Angie, my friend shared this video with me, but I would like the opportunity for you to discuss what's going on in my life," and we want to get y'all perceptions off of it, then don't forget, you want to text us at 833-370-1608. That's 833-370-1608, and put relationship without a S in the comment, in that message box, and I promise you it will get to us. So again, Demetrius, how you doing today?
Doing lovely, honey bunch. How about yourself?
I'm doing all right. Do you want to tell them anything about like coming clean? What you got going on?
We still been in content. Come clean Sunday.
Oh,
Anybody want to participate? Honey man, I got your the number y'all just text and pick clean in there. And like I say, I want to explain to everybody again. Who listen to this podcast? I mean, everybody been through something.
yes,
And you want to get off your chest,
yes,
come on the podcast. It's about a 10-minute video. Make you apologize who you want to apologize. Of course, we ain't calling their name. Only person know is you and the person that have between. It ain't got to be nothing current. And you want to be current, it's on you. It can be
yes.
20 years ago,
Mm.
15, 50, 60 years ago. Hey, come clean about it. Let them know. Look, we're going to move past that. I didn't want to always say I was sorry. So, Honey Bun, give them the number to call, the text,
Okay.
not call, text, put clean in the comment and let me know, and I'll get back to you, and I'll get your document like I document everybody else.
All right, that's 833-370-1608. And you want to put clean if you want to participate in a part of that segment of Coming Clean Sunday. So, Demetrius, how are we head? Which direction are we headed today?
Like, you talking about the lady talking about, I guess she feeling herself, gonna lose some
Okay.
weight. She gonna lose 3 pounds.
Okay.
Now she ready to book. I never
Okay.
understood that, but I'll get into it,
All right. Well, hey, listen, let's go. We want to go all the way until the state of Arizona. In Arizona, this young lady name is Jade. Jade said, "Hey, I am 32 years young and I recently came out from a breakup. I am currently, getting myself back out there, and she just became depressed. She said, my question is that now I caught on to the whirlwind of the weight loss medicine, of the semaglutide, the Ozempic, and now I feel a burst of confidence. I feel back sexy again since that previous relationship." She said, "So I'm currently, she was entertaining a guy, while she was kind of deep, in her dumps, going over the previous breakup. But now since her self-esteem is back up, this guy that's been showing her attention, she said she ready to be outside, like the young people say. She want to be outside. She want to be a baddie." And so, and she did include a picture, Demetrius. She sent a picture and she looks good, looks very well. So I can, attest to, I can understand that as a woman, when you get that burst of energy, weight loss will make, give you a burst of confidence. You feel back attractive. You lose a piece of yourself. So Demetrius, her question is, how can I really redirect the feelings for this guy who she's been talking to? She said she's been knowing him like, on a, really, she said about 3 weeks. 3 weeks this guy have been, talking to her, but she's been on this medication. Now she's seeing the results of the medication. you know.
Okay.
And now she's seeing the results of the medication. Now she ready to kick old boy to the side and like she want to be outside. So Demetrius, what is your advice to Jade 32?
What you saying? The boy, she been telling him it been 3 weeks,
Yeah, it's been
but
3 weeks since.
but she on this medication. She gonna lose weight, right?
Yeah, she done. Yeah, she said that she went through a breakup. She was in a long term relationship. She didn't exactly say
It's
how
two different people,
long.
the same dude.
No, no,
I'm
no, two
confused.
different people. She's on a. She was, broke up. She was heartbroken
Okay.
and devastated.
All right.
And I guess with the, she said she got depressed, and even being on depression, she noticed that she didn't feel lovable. She didn't feel attractive, and she said she got depressed behind it. That she befriended a guy that kind of helped pick her her broken heart up, and been talking to him for 3 weeks. Now she's seeing the results of the medication. I guess she been taking it and hadn't seen any results. Now she's seeing,
Okay.
now the weight is coming off. Now
Okay.
she got a burst of energy.
Okay.
Now this man who have been like nurturing her broken heart, now she ready to be outside. She don't even like him. She ain't
Okay.
seeing him like that no more. She ready to see it's something else a little bit better.
So the question you asked me, what you want me to ask? Make sure I'm following you
Look,
right. I
her
got you. I'm following
question
you now.
is that she got this burst of new energy and confidence that this guy has been nice to her.
Yeah.
How can she go ahead and not like she used him, but I can tell that I can go ahead and tell you now from my perspective. Demetrius, rebounds never work. He was just a rebound. The rebound
You took
relationships
the word right out my
that
fast
those
talking
rebound.
mouth.
So Demetrius, I'm gonna let you go ahead and then I come back with what I got to say, because my nursing judgment tells me and give her a little more advice about the semaglutide and Ozempic and the other weight loss wave that's out there.
All right, Jay. Stuff like this, I get to talking about it, and I like to say it the right way, because I don't want to make nobody mad at me.
Yeah.
Cause I don't know, but I'm a straight shooter. I'm gonna come right. What I think. This is my opinion. I'm not a professional. I'm not no doctor. I'm not a psychologist. I just know from experience.
Yes.
Okay, Jay, you took the medicine. I heard about that medicine. You lost the weight. You feeling yourself with your ear.
Yes.
You was the man. The man was a rebound. You going through, you rebound. Now you think you better than the man because you lost that weight.
Wait a minute now. She didn't say that.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
She ain't got to say it. The woman say she gonna lose the weight. Now she don't want to be with him
Mm-mm.
because she feel like she thinks she can get something better.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who the dude is. I don't know, but she gonna lose the weight. That's what it is to me.
Yeah.
But my word to her is, when you quit taking that medicine, that damn weight coming back on your ass again now. I don't know how big you are, so you better hold your horses, cool down, don't be feeling yourself. Know what you're doing now. I don't know if the man a good dude or not. He's a bad dude. Yeah, get from around him. But you feeling yourself because you lost some weight. That's the wrong move. Don't do that. I hate to see people, women, men, when they get a better job, they think they're better than somebody. They outgrew somebody. I hate when people do that.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't outgrew nobody because you lost weight, think you look good. Now she want to lead a man feeling herself because some man probably hollered at her that wouldn't never holler at her.
Mm-hmm.
So she thinks she can do better, but she don't know. You remember the movie with another professor,
Yes.
Professor Clump?
Yes.
He take that goddamn medicine, and when he quit, soon he get the medicine well, boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
He get back fat again.
Yeah.
All right, then. That's what go damn how. I mean, that's what go how. The best way you gonna lose weight, Jay, I can tell you, better take her to a gym and get off yourself. I mean, that medicine y'all taking, women take, I ain't think taking, I'm saying people taking it. I mean, it's a good thing, but when you quit taking it, it gonna come back. It's like me. I lose weight, I quit eating. I do a lot of fasting.
Yeah.
I quit eating. I lose the hell out of weight.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as I start back eating the wrong way now, I got to eat the right way now. I
That's
had no
right.
problem.
Mm-hmm.
So I say that medicine. Soon as you quit taking it, you can't take it forever. They're gonna find a side effect. So
Oh yeah.
I ain't gonna say everything one time, but I don't want to say, Jay, right now, I think you're feeling yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You don't use people. I'm telling you, it come back on you now. I'm gonna tell you, Mama always say now. I'm gonna say on this podcast too. I quit. Whatever you put out there,
Boomerang.
you're gonna get it right back.
That's right.
Boomerang, exactly, Honey Bunch.
Yeah.
Now put your ice on it. Put your ice on that cake, Honey Bunch.
All right, Jade. Number one, I want to say Jade is a beautiful name. A beautiful name.
My granddaughter's named Jada, kind of like Jade and Jada. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Um, but Jade, you are right in your prime age. 32 is a good age, and you done made your, overcame your teenage years. You going in your, you in adulthood, and whatever mistakes you made around in your 20s, you trying to clean them up in your 30s. And I heard you say from your letter that you were in a long term relationship that, ended. And, the person walked away from you. And because this person walked away from you, that it was catastrophe to you. It caused you to fall, not recognize that person in the mirror. Now this other person came and took you like you were this person dumped. The person who discarded you, the first guy, and this new guy then came and picked you up out the rubble. He liked it, what he saw at that time. Overweight, whatever it is that you were, and however you presented yourself to him. This person say, "Hey, I'll take you. I'm willing to nurture you." But now, and I'm saying it because I have done it. When when you are in a low self-esteem catastrophe, you choose impulsively. A person who you normally wouldn't give a chance to, but because out of desperation you go ahead and you settle is what the word is. You settle for whatever the attention is that you need at the time. You vulnerable, you feeling like you said, you feeling unloved, you feeling unattractive, and then somebody come and show you some attention. I have said it so many times on the previous podcast. Those three sisters, attention, affection, and appreciation. If a young lady, a woman, period, I don't care what age she is, if she don't get them, she's going to find them. And it doesn't matter who is giving it to her. It can be the pool guy. It can be somebody, another race. If whoever's feeling those or getting attention to those three sisters, that's who she's going to respond to. But the thing is, if you were to wait a little while, I'm not saying that you wasn't straight up forward with this young guy, with this other guy. You could have been. But my advice moving forward with anybody who's going through a relationship that hurt them beyond their core, don't involve another person because this other person came in thinking that he had a relationship. Thinking about now you when they say hurt people, Demetrius hurt people, damage more people before they get better. Now you have taken this young man. Now he having to nurture his heart because he thought he met him somebody, and now he has to look at the love of his life being walked away. If you will, are the love of his life. But if he was willing to accept you at what you felt like, now I'm going by what you said, what you felt like was your worst. Now you have got, and I have, I know people who have personally done it. Again, I have done it that you normally wouldn't have entertained those particular people, but because you was in a vulnerable place, you chose impulsively. And now you reaping the benefits of it. Because now, if you had a way, if you knew you was taking this medicine, you knew the medicine eventually was gonna work. Eventually, you was gonna feel better. You're not gonna always have no broken heart. And I know a lot of us, we want the hurt to go away. And I remember it's an old saying: in order to get over somebody else, you have to get under somebody else. And that was one of the craziest quotes that I ever heard when people said it, but they go and get another person to get over that other person in a cycle, but nobody doing any healing. I highly, Jay, would encourage you to see you a therapist, book you an appointment. The best $100 that you can use. Go to Psychology Today, go to Better Help, and get you a therapist and pay them people to listen to you to see why did you feel like you wasn't worthy when that last relationship ended. Why did you feel like you was broken beyond repair? Because the weight loss is only temporary, and like Demetri said, once you stop taking the medicine and you have not changed your mindset on how you eating, and I'm saying it because I know not only am I a nurse, but I teach detoxification. And if you don't change your mindset on how you're eating and being able to adapt to this new life, a new lifestyle, like Demetrius said, unfortunately the weight is coming back. So Demetrius, what is she gonna do when the weight come back?
Hell, you'll go into depression. And what I say, anybody, first thing, you got to love yourself.
Yes.
And I like my wife say she got her 3 sisters, and I got this with my love myself. Cause you love yourself, really you don't need that damn medicine. You get that shit off of your ass. You'll find a way to get it out the right way. Now, I ain't knocking nobody, forget this from the jump. I ain't knocking nobody who taking no medication how to lose weight. I'm not knocking them. But still, you taking medicine, what you ain't taking, you still got to love yourself. And it sounds like Jay had a low self-esteem by herself. And a lot of people in this world got low self-esteem. They don't believe in themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And when you meet somebody, a lot of times people can tell that you really don't love yourself. You don't trust your own self. But for that man to like her, he must have liked it, something like you say about her.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't know, he might only love her. He might just, you say 3 weeks. That kind of quick for somebody to fall in love in 3 weeks, but it's
But
possible now.
no, yeah, I wasn't saying that he was in love, but I'm saying the way she presented herself, if this man was attractive to her, and evidently he was because they've been dating for 3 weeks, nurturing, now she's nurturing her broken heart. I'm just only saying that at that time you looking at, you don't know how people, because I think Fantasia got married like in a short amount of time. So it can happen. It's always that 1% that it can happen with. But I was just speaking of that guy loved. He was attracted to what he saw. She didn't have to lose no weight. This man accepted her for her.
For who she was.
Yeah, for who she was, what state he seen her right then.
But she didn't accept herself who she was. She
No,
didn't want
she
to be that
didn't.
person.
No, she didn't, because of the previous relationship. The man, the new guy is working with damaged goods, Demetrius. He just coming in. He's just an innocent decoy. He coming in. He got to clean up somebody else's mess. He got to make himself improve himself over the other person. But unfortunately, because she's so hurt and distraught, she don't have time to even figure it out. Now, this guy could be her Prince Charming in disguise. But because she's so, looking at the new attention that she's getting from the weight loss, and like you said, guys who normally wouldn't paying her attention being overweight, now they paying her some attention. Now Demetria, she's not looking for no love. People looking for, when they say they outside, Demetria, they outside. They, want the attention. They want people to pay attention. They want to, they want to um experience something new, not just
I'll
with
ask
one
him to,
time.
let me ask him to pick up what you're saying.
Yeah.
And like I say, she broke with a dude. You don't get a relationship. You break with somebody like that quick. You really need time to yourself.
Wait, no, no,
Really.
no. She didn't
Oh,
say how exactly how long it was from the
oh,
previous relationship. She was just saying that she was devastated over that relationship. And then again,
oh.
I think she might have said that it was in 9 months. She said 9 to 12 months over the relationship. She was in they broke up from the last relationship. She said then she met this guy. She been talking to this guy for 3 weeks. The new guy. She been talking to the new guy for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So then again, she entered that relationship. She should have told that new guy, listen, I'm not ready to date anybody. I'm damaged goods right now. I can't even focus on myself. But now since this guy paying her some attention, like I told you, number one, she getting her some attention. Number two, she done got that weight loss and a new burst of confidence. More people she getting attention more than from this new guy. Okay,
Yeah.
then so Demetrius, the affection coming from herself, because she include, I'm able to shop in stores that I wasn't able to shop in.
Yeah.
So I'm speaking. Let me share this part. I tried semaglutide. That when I first started on my detoxification journey, it was blood, sweat, and tears. It was in COVID. Everybody was staying in place, so I was in a controlled environment. I ate at a certain time. I did not eat before going to bed. I knew what I was eating. I did meal prep. I jumped rope. Once I added jump rope, and I seen the weight change, and people will start complimenting me on my hair. They started complimenting me on my skin complexion. So only when so which remember the attention. So now I was getting more attention when I was on Facebook. So that made me dig deeper. I wanted to know more. Let me go more. So now I'm obsessed with finding out more about detoxification. That's when I incorporated jumping rope. I was jumping rope. I got up to doing 1,000 jumps a day. When I got up to doing 1,000 jumps a day, and again, I'm in a controlled environment. But once the COVID money had dried up, because we was getting a significant, extra amount of money for working, because it still was COVID. So that lasted from 2020 to 2022. When 2023 came, well, in the middle of 2022, I noticed that my weight was coming back, but I'm working more. I'm working more. I'm still showing up for my clients. I'm still talking, but I'm noticing something is wrong. But I cannot stop it because I'm working. When you working, you going through drive-throughs, those unhealthy eating habits are coming back, and you're not able to catch yourself. Only until when you look around, and then Demetrius, now you done balloon. I balloon right back up to where I was. That I had got down to like 175. I started up to 214, got down to the 175. Looked it good. Could get in me, go in the store and find my size and easy. But it's a struggle when you go and looking for your size, Demetrius, you can't find a size. And you having to put on spandex, or you having to put on something not as pleasing and as cute as somebody that's in a size 8 or a size 10. So I'm speaking for a person that know what being overweight is. And even for me that tried the semaglutide, it just had a reaction to me. So I'm not knocking anybody who on the medication. I highly suggest any of you all that when you on any of these weight loss medication, learn your body. Learn your body. So Demetrius, you got anything you want to add to that?
Yeah, I want to ask you a question.
Yes.
Cause you know about the stuff. Help people out who listen to this podcast
Yeah.
who know much about this medicine. You say you got different names. Tell me what it's designed to do. I heard of it down for diabetics and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, you can get to call the medicine name, but just tell them what it's designed to do to let people know what you're talking about. And give them an idea what Jade going through, what she's taking, and what it's designed to do, who it's made for. Break it
Okay.
down to them.
The medicine, as we all know, when it has been out, this is not like a new medicine. It's just new to the weight loss world. Cause once somebody took it that wasn't a diabetic and they got results, that's when the wave hit. And that's why the people who really needed it, the diabetics couldn't get it, but the celebrities was using it all. The only thing about this medication, it slows your gastric emptying, that is making you feel full. So that's the reason why the people are able to lose weight. But it's lowering your glucose. So it's making, for those of you, and I'm gonna just call a few terms, and you all look it up because I'm not your doctor. And like Demetri said, I'm a medical professional, but I'm not your nurse, and I do not know your case. So don't take what I'm saying like, oh, let me. And you said no. I'm not saying it for you. I'm just only saying it for the part of the story that when most of us are already insulin resistant, the reason a lot of us don't know because we don't go to the doctor, and because we're not going to the doctor, we can't even being able to check. How I did my clients is I had everybody to purchase them their own glucometer out of Walmart, because you want to be able to see. You want to see, can you see changes in those numbers? If your numbers are not changing from the time you go to bed or when you last had your meal until you wake up and you check your blood sugar again, and Demetrius, your number still high and you haven't eaten anything, and you within a long period of time. Now if you hadn't eat, if I stop eating at 8 o'clock, and Demetrius, I'm not getting up to 6 or 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock the next morning before I get another meal, that's almost 12 hours. My blood sugar still shouldn't be up. It
Yeah.
should, my pancreas should have been in work to help me get rid of that. But a lot of times it's not because of the things that we're eating. High fructose corn syrup is really going to be the death of many. The death of many, because it's in so many things. It's a sweetener to everything. Your Chick-fil-A sauce, your Sweet Baby Ray sauce, your Phantom drinks. Everybody loving them. I'm saying me because I was a strawberry girl. Everything I just looked at the Waffle House syrup, high fructose corn syrup is in everything. And because of we still have those bad eating habits, unhealthy eating habits, Demetrius, unfortunately, people who are not diabetic, they still experience the insulin resistance, and they will be on this medication for the rest of their lives, even with them not being a diabetic or being. I'm not gonna say they're not a diabetic. I'm gonna say they haven't been diagnosed because many of these weight loss drugs are being given at med spas, and those med spas have a weight loss program. So because you have that weight loss program, you're not being, all your numbers are not being checked. For me, for the things that I'm getting ready to do within my med spa is being able to offer those things, being able to check your lab work. Because Demetrius, if you hadn't had your lab work checked, how are you gonna know like any changes in this medication?
Well,
So that's
let me ask you a question. I'm going to cut y'all. Come on, before you get ahead talking about the medication. So you saying people taking this medication,
yeah,
they ain't diabetic. They just taking it to lose weight.
to lose weight.
But it made for a diabetic, right?
Yes, because it's lowering that threshold. The same thing for mostly like a type 2 diabetic. I'm just gonna say a type 2. You can any diabetic can be on there, but most diabetic type 2s have on oral medication such as metformin. Where
Type
this
2, they ain't the bad one now.
no, type 1, type 2. Where now they got pre-diabetic, type 1 and type 2. So I should say type 1 is like the one that's having to give you insulin. You having to get
Okay.
artificial insulin injected into your body. And then you have the type 2 that you just taking oral medication, like I said. And then you got the pre-diabetes. And some pre-diabetics, that just mean that hemoglobin A1C, that 3 month marker, has not increased over 5.7. And so that's what keeping them in that threshold. Well, the pre-diabetic is anything over a 5.7. So because they haven't increased already over to like a 6, and that's what, as long as your range is over there, whatever your reference range is at your doctor office now, because everybody reference range is different. I'm just telling you what's mine. So that's being able to tell you once they check your 3 month marker, hemoglobin A1C, and they checking it, and that's what diagnoses you with being pre-diabetic, type 1 or type 2.
And that stuff dangerous. Like that girl Jade, I don't know if she's diabetic. She said about she's diabetic and that, but so I guess
Mm-mm.
is there any danger to it? You know anything about it?
Um,
Like you can help
I
people. I mean,
I wouldn't. I don't know like all the logistics because I can tell you like for me the side effect, it is side effects. It's side effects to all medication. And I suggest them to being able to look at it and seeing what kind of changes, are you having. Like for me, it was blurry vision for me. Demetrius, you remember when I was on the phone with you and my mom and I turned in front of some oncoming traffic
yeah.
and I had to go over the cement median? That's what alerted me, like, oh, wait a minute. And I felt like maybe it's just my vision. But then when that blood clot came out the white part of my eye, I was like, oh. So that's when I started researching, like, okay, let me go and see what's the side effects of this medication. And one of the side effects was the vision disturbance. So that's the reason why I came off of it. Even though I wanted to lose weight bad, I'm looking at all my friends and family members lose weight and, got good results from it. But then for me, I didn't have the same thing. So even some of my patients that I had, a family member, she told me, she said, yeah, I'm on the medicine. And I said, you didn't experience any blurred vision? She said, yeah, but I just don't tell nobody. Because the Demetrius, they want the medicine so bad, they, it, we are addicted to the physical appearance. And I'm just not just Jade. I am, a lot of us are, we physicals by our creature. And when you're looking at them in the physical, don't know it, not everybody, you got people who's overweight and they scared. I understand that part. But if you have a choice and you can afford that medication, a lot of people can't afford it. Because when I first was offered to get it, my doctor had prescribed it and I was in California at the time. And it was like
Should
fifteen
Sean pay
hundred.
for it?
No, the insurance don't pay for it. It was $1,500. Yeah, $1,500. But in California, it was very hard to get. So, and I was at that time, they told me, the pharmacy that I was at, they was like they didn't know when they would be getting it in. So that's why I'm saying a lot of people, if they can afford to get it and it's broken down in payments, that's why they go into like med spas instead of like a doctor visit. But if you are a true diabetic, then yes, your insurance do pay cover it.
Let me ask you a question then. Let's
Hmm.
go. I know we're talking about that. I don't want you to break it down. You did a good job. Thank you for explaining to the artist what this metal is in, because I can't even say the name of it.
Yeah.
I got another question for you.
Hmm.
Why do the women get in a relationship with men
Hmm.
and then they lose weight, get a better job, uh, something good happen in their life? Say something, just something good, period, happen. Then they want to leave the man. They want to go somewhere else. And then two part the question: why women then when they get a good man, they get a good man, but same thing, kind of same thing. The question, but it lost this weight. They got this man.
Hmm.
Now they ready to leave him. Some women can't. A man want them. They don't want him because they're better than him. Tell me why y'all do that. Why women do that when they get on their feet? That's what I want to say.
Well, I haven't ever done that, so I can't,
You
personally
got
say.
friends done it. You been around people done it.
I don't think I had friends that have done it because to me, Demisha, most women are emotional. And that means we are already tied to the person. You and I already had like a chemistry. I can't see that I left you because I became a nurse and then like, oh, well, I don't need Demetrius no more. I don't that just not my story.
How about
Do
losing weight? Women, women lost weight. They were fat as hell. And then excuse my language, y'all. But they lost weight. I don't want to be with no more. But the man was all good to you till you lost the weight. Now you think you better than him. You been around that problem?
I don't think I have even been around a person. I can tell you what I have been around. And like I said, those wasn't necessarily the case. I have been around people who, felt like their relationship was at a dead end. And another person have paid them some attention. Remember, I told you about those three sisters. Well, that's the three sisters is what I came up with, Demetrius, because I know what happened to me. And when I look back when you and I wasn't together and I was by myself and I had went through a breakup, I couldn't understand like how did this happen to me again? Why am I back in this spot? But I knew I was able to be self sufficient, so I was okay. But when you see people, that people, they end up getting a breath of fresh air. I done seen people that you know had injuries, and then when they get back, and now they feel like, oh, okay, I can go out here and get all these other people because Demetrius, that it's something about statue, it's something about titles people like. And unfortunately, we in a world that we like microwavable stuff. We don't want the stuff that you have to take time to grow. That if I'm able to get this person and this person has, I'm gonna use for a good example. Unfortunately, I do not like the stuff that P Diddy did. But Demetrius, women allowed P Diddy to do that because of who he was and the access he had. Do you think a woman, such as any of those women, would have allowed Ray Ray, Pookie, Jun? You think they would have stayed with them guys all that time and allowed them to go through what they went through? Do you think that?
No, yeah, I wouldn't think they would. But some of them might have would pay.
The,
But it's
the
very rare. It's a very rare case.
okay, exactly. But if they ain't had no status to them, yeah, you have childhood, trauma and being together. Yeah, I can see that. But I'm saying a full fledged grown woman that's able to walk and talk and knowing who she is, still allowing somebody to control and manipulate them, being on that particular terms. I'm saying somebody without statue. P Diddy had statue. He had titles. He had access. And Demetrius, of course, again, if I done lost a lot of weight, and unfortunately, again, we are physical creatures that I have seen, and you have heard people be in boardrooms. If that person look a certain way, they allowing them to come in based on how they look. A lot of times when African American that's wearing her natural hair out, you know, they getting ostracized because of having their own natural hair from they roots and have it in an afro. That's not accepted. But one coming that with long weave that's nicely maintained and manicured and you know everything, she's more accepted. So I'm saying it's not just one thing. This is everywhere and everything. So people do it based on what they can do and what they can get. Unfortunately for Jade, I would highly suggest her to do some
Yeah.
self work, because it's gonna happen again. You can get with a nice, attractive man who normally was out your league, that she felt like being overweight. And then when you do lose weight and you get that certain attention, and you go to another climate of men, if those men look good to you, guess what? They looking good to somebody else. You know, Demetrius, I told my son, we had went down, downtown Atlanta, and I was like, if they look good to you, they look good to somebody else who money longer than yours. So don't just go on the looks, because if you go on the looks, somebody with more money would move them. So Demetrius, and I think y'all, you as a man, y'all do it. You get a nice looking woman. Oh, I want men to be looking at my woman. But the minute somebody else come along with more money than you have, the minute you can't do what they need you to do, Demetrius, you replaced. Why is that?
Well, now, you saying that,
I'm
oh,
asking
you
you a
allow me.
question.
Yeah, you cut me off guard. You say, a woman do what now? Who replaced? The man replaced the woman?
The woman will replace the man, even though you being self sufficient to it. But if you can't honor just because she's a nice looking woman,
Yeah.
she's a trophy woman. She's a woman that a lot of men are taking and paying attention to. But I remember you used to say a long time ago, "Oh, I don't like all that attention." But Demetrius, sometimes attention ain't good if you don't know how to handle it.
Yeah, yeah. You got a woman that is getting attention,
Weak
and she,
minded.
yeah, a weak minded woman can't handle it. That's a problem there. You got a woman used to the attention, that don't bother her. A man, come on, who love yourself. You love yourself. You don't care. I don't care who tell you look good, how fine you look. Yeah, you gonna say, I already know that. You ain't got to tell me. A woman, you even know that about yourself.
Yeah.
But the problem come in, a lot of women don't know that about themselves. The Jade, evidently, she never got the attention. If she would love herself, she could have been fine, fat, or small.
Hmm.
She don't love herself. So she need to love herself if she's gonna look for another man. I ain't saying she gotta stay with that dude who she will, but don't go find another one.
Yeah.
Learn, figure yourself out. Learn yourself.
Yeah.
Demetrius Antonio Singer, love yourself. I really do. I'm frustrated with myself. I love saying I'm saying on pretty podcast. So you ain't got to tell me I'm a good looking man. You ain't got to tell me I look bad. I don't care what you say about me. You ain't got to call me fat, little, short. I don't care because I love myself.
Yeah.
So nothing you can't stop me. How can you stop a man who loves his own self? I don't need nobody tell me I'm a good looking man or somebody got more money than I got. That don't bother me. Cause whatever he got, I know in my heart I put the effort and the work in it, I can get it too. Now that's on me what I want to do, but some people, they don't see that view of life. So that
Yeah.
girl you talking about, Jay, right there, I can tell you she was fat. Oh, swear she might have went fat. I shouldn't even say that. Excuse me. She might have had some weight that she didn't like on her body. One might have looked good like she was. Yeah, she looked good. She probably wasn't fat, but evidently, wherever she was in life, she had loved herself. Now she lost weight. I don't know if she love herself now.
You don't think
She
so?
know other people like her. That would turn her on.
Mm.
She don't love herself because
The
she love herself.
attention, the attention
Yeah,
she
it's
getting.
like attention, yeah. And she gonna get the wrong attention. She'll get what you're looking for. I'll tell you, what you put out there, you gonna get it right back now.
Yeah.
I'm telling you how the bunch. What you think?
Are we looking at time?
Oh no, I think we good. You can go ahead and you got time. Just go ahead and close it up. Because I ain't got much to say more with it. But I just want to tell her,
You
she
talking
need
about
to love
for a
herself.
break, or the end?
I'm finished with it. I can't really say too much. I'm going what you told me. We can end
Okay.
this.
But we're gonna go ahead and go to a break, and then when we come back, Demetrius and I are gonna give you some intakes, Jay, on how you go through these activities of self love, because these things that Demetrius are talking about are learned behaviors. Everybody don't have it. They do have people that teach it, but unfortunately, everybody don't have it. And in order for you to get to where you're trying to go, you a lovely, beautiful, beautiful young lady. And you don't have any children, so that's a plus, because we don't want you pouring while you soul searching, bringing children into all these different relationships. So just wait, and we'll return when we come back from break. This is the
All right.
Lead Life Experience Podcast. Hi, we're back. It's the Lead Life Experience Podcast. We left off when Demetrius was talking about, self love, self worth, and about having low self esteem. Unfortunately, ladies, we don't know when we are at that low self esteem point. I, at 48, look back over my life, and, I realized that I suffered from those. My decisions that I made at that particular time was made out of a low self-esteem, because when I asked myself where I was, or if a memory come up on Facebook, or if I'm looking through my phone, and phone got so many photos, and I want you to think, when were the last time that you were indeed happy with yourself? I'm talking about feeling good, looking good, and you was really proud of the person that you have became. And even if I ask myself that again, 2021, I feel like I was in the prime, that I was doing well, I was looking well, I was looking exactly like what I was preaching and teaching. But then life took a turn. So being able to get myself back to my ultimate level is, Jade, what I would highly suggest you to do. Think about a time. Don't attach a person to it, but think about a time in your long journey, on your long journey, that you was actually happy and fulfilled. And even for the audience that's just listening, think about the time, and you might have to pull over if you're driving, or when you pause this till you get home. Pull out you a journal, pull out you a piece of paper and a pencil, and being able to journal and write down, because this is what we call a self-exploring journal entry. And you want to go in and you want to think, when was I happy? What was I doing? Who was around me? Demetrius love to say you are who you hang around, and we have read tons of personal development books that majority of them say the same thing. And if several people saying the same thing that don't know each other, then it's something is a common denominator. So when you being able to look back over your life and you seeing, how can I go back? Maybe you have moved from that area that was your happy place, but I highly suggest you to get back to a happy place. Being to my happy place is being able to sustainable, paying my bills on time, being able to have extra so I can give, and being able to give that is not hurting me, being able to go around somebody who and bless somebody who least expect it. That's what my happiness place is. And being able, when I'm looking at my overall health though, being good to Angie. You know, yes, I'm a mom. Yes, I'm a wife. Yes, I'm, a nurse. Yes, all those things are titles. But who am I to Angie? Am I being really a leader of this temple that God has, allowed me to take care of? And I can tell you many times I'm not. Demetrius and I talk about discipline, eating, and every time our son will bring something home that is unhealthy, we eating it. We eating it. And, and him and I was like, even we talk about it on the phone at the beginning of the day, and then later on at night, Demetrius will bring something else good home, a Cinnabon, a donut, something. And Demetrius, we look at each other after we done failed the test, and Demetrius like, Angie, I ain't mastered it yet. It takes time. I'm saying all that to say, give yourself grace. It's gonna take time, Jade, for this new body that you're in. It takes time, because again, you don't want to get sick behind these things. You don't want to be so obsessed with the number that you're not taking care of Jade. You don't want to be obsessed with the people and the compliments that you, and compliments feel good. I'm telling you, I used to, when I was receiving them, I was like, oh my gosh, yes, thank you, you glowing, da 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 da. Now it felt good, and even if I post an old picture and the people comment on that picture, and I was like, dang, I don't even look like that anymore. I don't even feel like that anymore. And then you know what I realized? Whatever you say is whatever you are. Whatever you believe, Demetrius. Whatever you say, whatever you think, that's what it is. Whichever one you think is right, whichever one you're feeding. If you feed the negativity, that's what's going to happen. So, Demetrius, what you have to say in order to help Jade, give her a little bit something to help boost her self esteem or the confidence. Not necessarily saying because this guy might not be, her guy that God has for her. But even
Soulmate.
yeah, it might not be her soulmate. Good, that's a good word. But what is your advice to her because she might enter another relationship and end up getting pregnant and the weight come back or anything like that, or the medicine might make her sick. So what kind of advice do you have so she won't be so infatuated with the number that she still lose herself no matter whether she 275 pounds or if she 145 pounds. C- can you give her some advice?
Yeah, first thing she need to look in the mirror and ask yourself. When you look in the mirror, do I like that person? Do I respect that person? If that's a good person, love yourself first, and then you want to lose weight. Hey, I'm not knocking the else, but boost company, do it yourself. You actually get the weight off yourself. You cut back on eating, exercise, and you do it yourself. It build your confidence up, and you'll know that you did it. You're the person. You don't, you'll love yourself. I just can't know how people know how important it is to love themselves. I know people riding their car now, YouTube, listen to this video, and they probably saying that, I mean, not video, podcast, video, what you want to call it, and saying to themselves, what are you talking about? I do love myself. No, if you love yourself, you wouldn't do certain things. I'm telling you. You wouldn't embarrass yourself. You wouldn't step out in the street and wear certain clothes or do men in the kind of way.
Yeah, entertain certain guys.
Yeah, yeah. Cause a man tell you, look, women gonna told me in my life how I looked at it good. Try to blow smoke on my ass. That's what I call it. I don't follow that mess. I know I'm a bad boy. I know I'm a man. I love myself. You can't tell me nothing. Now you tell me about some money. You want to get my attention how to make some money. All that old look stuff, that shit don't excite me, cuz. I ain't with that. So that's what I can tell her is just love herself, start doing stuff for herself, start taking, like you say, self love, not be worried about dating, start going to church. Are you in a religion? Just whatever you believe in.
Hmm.
Just start doing it to yourself, praying, talking to yourself, and build your temple, your body. Build it up like you want it. And you'll believe in yourself, then you'll pick the right man. The right man, your energy will attract the right man to you. He'll bring the right man. Cause right now you just go on somebody who say you look good. Now you got this man here. I guess he like you. Now you don't like him because you lost weight. So you're gonna find this other man who like you for the weight loss. Then you quit taking that damn melon, you ain't gonna get fat again. He gonna leave. I hate to say it. I mean, I know I'm using the wrong word, but I gotta keep it real with him. He gonna leave. So you better find your sweet spot between it somewhere. I mean, but that's all I can tell you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, like I said, I just wanted to give her some kind of closure because when you are in that mindset, Demetrius, no matter what kind of nice, solid information people give you, at the end of the day, you still gonna make your mind up. And
Yeah.
when you hanging around a lot of yes people,
Yeah.
you don't want to hear when somebody going against what it is that you're doing. And I'm saying it, none of us, we defensive. When somebody's telling us something other than the decision that we already have made, even if
Which
they
one? Yeah.
telling us what's right, we stubborn. We don't want to hear it. But I highly suggest you to just kind of spend a little time to listen to the things that Demetrius and I have suggested in order for you to get your life back, get to where it is you're trying to go. Because again, you were so devastated over that relationship, and I would say that you want to one day get married, or you were saying that you was tired of being, that guy hurt you so much. But when you give all your power away to a relationship, when you give all your power away to a man, it minimizes. It minimizes the things that you want and what you are capable of doing. And I'm saying that because a lot of people like, oh, you don't tell me that it make me look smart. Yes, it does. Because when you people have a certain projection of you, and sometimes when you go out here and you act, you know, not according to, and listen, I know everybody have opinion, but I'm saying that you are beautiful. And if you don't think you beautiful, then
Yeah.
nobody else is going to think you beautiful.
There you
And
go.
when you are putting yourself in an arena, no matter how your accolades and how many degrees you have, what kind of job you have, but when you're doing things, and I'm saying it because I'm guilty, and Demetrius is as well, when we have went and acting and people look at us and say, "What you doing with them?" And in our mind, we thought, "Oh, well, that's the person that we seen at the time." But when people asking you those same questions, it would have behooved us to kind of pull back and say, "Angie, what are you doing? Angie, what are you doing?" But I was so blinded because I wanted that right now feeling. And that right now feeling will be the death of many, many people because they looking at that right now instead of allowing God to give you a little time. And I'm gonna tell you something: doing things the long way, it hurts. It hurts, and it don't feel good. But when I went on my private sabbatical, and after my breakup, I was like, you know what? I could have retaliated, and because he had moved on, I could have said, okay, I'm gonna go get me somebody. But I went to God and I told God, I said, not this time. Teach me how to love and appreciate Angie. And once I did that, and I'm telling you, it was some dark nights now. It was some crying. But I went on that self sabbatical and God began to open my eyes up. I started realizing I was okay going to dinner by myself, going to the movies by myself. I stopped allowing my decision to be attached to a person. And when you start realizing it, you will find some things that, because even in your letter, you spoke of the last relationship when you was with that other person. See, all your decisions is attached to the person. What about Jade? What do Jade like to do? What's your favorite color? What's your vacation spot? What's your dream? What do you want to be known as? What's your legacy? That if people talk about you, what do you want them to think? That when people think about Angel, if they calling my name, they're gonna say, "Oh, Angel love to talk. Oh, Angel love to motivate. Angel love to encourage." Because that is the thing that I changed my life about. That if you truly have changed your life and you want to move forward, then you stop doing the things that got you the bad name. And this ain't for Jake, but this is for anybody. I don't know why I said it. But if you're trying to move in another direction, disassociate yourself, cut ties to doing things or entertaining things that no longer. If you don't want to be known as somebody who smoking, popping mollies, remove yourself from that. If you don't want to be doing all that drinking, remove yourself from that. If you don't want to be spending your money, you living paycheck to paycheck, and you broke, remove yourself from that. And I promise you all, and Demetrius can attest, that if you ask God for it, be ready for the answer. When He removed the people, the places, and things from your life, be ready for His answer.
That's right.
Be ready for His answer. And if you want to be able to know something, and I'm going to tell you this: when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. And I'm going to say it for the people in the back. When the student is ready, which is you, the teacher will appear. So if you're trying to learn confidence, if you're trying to be a self-sufficient woman, if you're trying to get some bold self-esteem, I promise you a teacher will appear and God will surround you with people who have mastered that. You all start changing y'all circles around. Quit hanging around people that still trying to master it. Go with people who have mastered what it is that you're trying to do and to get there. And trying to get there. Don't if you say, "Oh, well, I'm divorced. I'm always attracted to married men." That's because you're allowing yourself to be around just that. But if you truly trying to be in marriage, hang around a lot of healthy marriage. Demetri, tell them it's a difference.
Oh, hell yeah.
Tell it to if you want to be around healthy marriages, and we around Demetrius and I around marriages with entrepreneurship, we that he calls and he talking other married men that's entrepreneurships, other married men that's faithful in their marriage. So I'm telling you, if you really want that, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear no matter which direction you want to go, whether it's being business, self esteem, love, family. You want to be a mom? Hang around women that's childbearing if it ain't nothing wrong
That's
with
it.
you. You know, I promise you. And that's gonna be the end of what I'm gonna say. But I'm just again closing it up, wrapping it up, telling you when you are deciding to be the captain. Demetri, you remember that quote you used to say that I told you Oprah Winfrey used to say in that quote about the captain of the the captain of the sea and the master of my fate. You remember
Oh, you talking about that?
you
I
used to
can't-
say it all the time.
yeah, I've got the pawn of man role.
Yes. So I'm
Captain
just
of yeah.
exactly. So when Demetrius and I reconciled and came back together, it's some things that Demetrius and I put as boundaries. He knew what kind of woman that he was accepting. He let me know early. Angie, I'm gonna tell you what I'm not gonna accept. No if, answer, but these are the things that I'm not gonna accept. I'm not gonna accept my woman going to no clubs, doing no heavy drink. Those are the things that he knew he was absolutely was a non-negotiable. So I'm just saying, when you know that's what you want, you being able to come full circle and make yourself the woman that you can be proud of. Angie is a woman that Angie is proud of.
That's right.
So
If you
that way,
proud of yourself, I'm gonna be proud of you. That's how I go.
that's right. So you got any last words, Demetrius, before we close
No,
out?
ma'am. Good luck, Jay. And
All right.
like Angie, I would say, keep it posted. Shoot an email. Let them know how you come along.
Yes, please let us know, and hey, send us that picture, and let us know and see that happiness that you found. You found out the biggest relationship is being able to reconnect with an old you. That's one of the biggest milestones, and then that's what's life about. Because remember, on your tombstone, it's on their birth date and your death date. That dash, we live in the dash right now. Make your dash great. This is the Lee Life Experience Podcast.
Hi, everyone. I hope you have enjoyed the episode so far. You are here with the Lee Life Experiences. And remember, if you want to get your topics discussed or get our opinion or our perspective, join us text us at 833-370-1608 and put relationships in the comment.